Hi, my name is Kathleen Legendre. I'm an associate attorney here at Zeringue and Associates Law Firm in Covington, Louisiana. It's a pleasure to talk with you today regarding child in need of care. CINC, also known CINC. CINC is the process for which a minor child may have gone under the custody of the government due to an allegation of abuse, regardless of physical or sexual abuse. Essentially what has happened is that the government has intervened on your parental rights, and they actually take custody of the minor children, and they may place the child in a foster placement, or they may place the child with a family member. Essentially the process is very quick. It's a 72-hour hearing where the state basically has to prove to the court as to the instander as to what the circumstances were that the child was removed from the home and from the parent's care. Parents have constitutional rights to their children, but they may have forfeited those rights due to some activities, either substance abuse activities or, as we stated, the physical abuse. It can't even be abuse between the parents. It's not necessarily the abuse to the child, it's just exposing the minor child to that abuse. That's also a circumstance which may have occurred. Generally, the reports of this abuse are going through the main phone line for the Department of Children and Family Services, and they're anonymous. By law, they're anonymous. You never should know who actually makes the report, so it could really be anyone. And it's also important to know it could be someone who's what's called a mandatory reporter. Those mandatory reporters, if they hear or suspect even an inkling of abuse, they have a duty to make that report, or they'll be held liable for not doing that. So when you think it may be someone you know, it actually could be someone in your community you didn't realize knew something. So making hypothetical assumptions as to who made the call and why the call was made is not in your best interest. The best interest is to find out what is the process for child in need of care. Depending on your situation, you may have an attorney appointed to you as a parent, or you may need to retain counsel. That's a personal choice, and it depends on your income. If your income, you may be eligible to have an attorney appointed to you, and if you don't, if your income's too high, you would have to have private counsel. I myself have represented children in the family need of care cases with the Jefferson Parish Juvenile Court. I was there for 4 years. I'm very familiar with that process. And if this is something that you and your family have found yourselves in, feel free to call us. I look forward to talking with you more about how we may be of service to you. You can call us at 985-801-0050